He hits quite hard.
He does hit hard.
Oh, no.
Ow, ow.
Oh, no.
Ow, ow, ow.
Oh,
ow.
no.
No, Brad.
No, Brad.
Selecting. Open side quest.
For all my ghouls.
And ghosties, happy
Halloween.
Halloween. Welcome back to Sofa Side Quest and have a nice death.
You mean the game, right?
Yeah. Don't die. Don't actually go out and
Don't
die.
actually die. Don't
the
actually
game,
die.
have a nice death. We're back into this today.
Yes, have a nice death. Where we play the part of death and all his terrible paperwork that he has to do.
He is a busy death.
He is a busy death and he has terrible employees. You know, like I thought he manifested them, so I would have thought they'd be the perfect employees, but obviously not.
No. Got some gold now. I should be able to upgrade something.
Upgrades. We like upgrades.
Kill 50 out of 50.
Tiny clap.
Tiny clap.
Tiny clap.
Everyone.
Tiny clap.
Buy with space. Okay, sweet. I got that. Okay, so you actually have to. It tells you have to kill like a certain amount of enemies. Awesome. Let's get cracking with this. So this is our last episode of the Halloween month.
Yes.
We hope you've enjoyed the longer episodes and the face cams.
And the face cams, yes, because obviously they're new to the channel. Obviously, we only had voice recordings before. But yeah, no, so... What was I going to say?
It's been a nice experience for us trying out this new gear. We quite enjoyed messing around with it.
Messing around with face cams and so much equipment.
Any new... No, they always talk rubbish.
They always just chat in the background. I like to think of them as normal office workers.
Just jibber-jabbering. Talking that jibber-jabber, fool.
So
I ain't getting on no death.
they're not actually working. They're just chatting away next to the coffee machine, going, "Oh yeah, it's great here at Death Inc."
Ooh. Yeah, so at the start, I don't actually have my strong attack like powered up. Oh, I keep forgetting I can do that as well. So many buttons to remember. Oh, that's so something I was reading about. So my health bar,
Yeah.
you see where it's white, then grey, then black.
Yeah.
So they've actually made, like, it's quite difficult. So they've made it so that black bit can never get healed.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, it's actually quite a difficult... Great. It's quite a difficult game. So like, that's permanent damage to
So
my
the
health.
grey bit you can retain, but you can never get full health again now.
I can now never get full health again.
That's pretty brutal, seeing as you
Yeah.
have to start the level all over again once you die.
That's it, yeah. But that's alright with my skills.
Your skills.
We shall see our way through this, hopefully. It would be nice to end the Halloween special on a positive note.
Are these random every time?
Yeah, these are random. I think this is like a health thing. Curses, obviously equipment. I'm gonna go for the health. I think I need health. We need health.
You definitely need health. So, seeming as we never ever had office lives, there is always these ways in the way of the office that is passive aggressive. So we know passive aggressive, don't we? You can look up passive aggressive if you don't know what passive aggressive is, but it's where people leave notes. Now I know you're probably familiar with that because like you used to do a house share, didn't you?
I'm dead.
Were you listening to me at all?
Yeah, I used to do a house share.
So, did you ever like take anybody's food from the fridge or anything like that?
But
and
other
then
people's food.
Yeah, like you accidentally ate something of someone else's and they like left you like a really passive aggressive note.
Well, no, because I'm not an arsehole. Why would I take someone else's food?
And people do. People just like take other people's food from like the like local sort of like fridge area, and it's the same for like say like a lot in an office. So you have like a fridge in like the room where everyone gets coffees and stuff like that, and people just bring in like their own food and it gets eaten or taken. by another office worker.
That's not cool. That's not cool.
No, that's not cool. But it's like some people like take it too far. So people bring in their own personal mugs. It's just like, oh,
This is my mug.
nobody else use my mug. Like, especially, I can understand that during COVID period of time. But like, I'm pretty sure a lot of like happened after or before COVID. And there's this hilarious thing that I came across on the Google webs, which is somebody leaving a note. I'll put a picture of it up and stuff afterwards because it's really funny. It's really old looking, so it's a bit pixelated, but it's basically someone leaving a note, obviously in a break room,
Yeah.
saying, "People know not to touch my mug," is the one with the reindeers on it. And then someone else printed out another picture underneath with a picture of everybody pointing and touching this one mug, saying, "We can't help it. It's so beautiful."
Yeah, well, that's funny. Like, that's not them like stealing food.
No, it's not stealing food, but like it's someone obviously being like, "Meh, someone touched my mug.
My
Meh, my mug. Don't touch my mug. It's my mug." And people are just like, "Oh, it's Steve."
Oh, Steve.
You know what? We know it. Let's print out a little picture for him of us all touching his reindeer mug.
Not my reindeer
Not
mug.
my reindeer mug. There's also a lovely sign that someone can put in front of an office, which I found, which is, "Everybody brings joy to this office. Some when they enter and some when they leave."
That's good.
It's like, oh, I love the little passive-aggressive notes sometimes, mostly because I'm not on the other end of them. So it's
No,
fine.
I imagine that it can get quite cruel
It can be
sometimes.
quite cruel, yeah.
What did I see earlier? Have you ever heard of a games console called the Pippin?
What?
Take that as a no.
No, I haven't.
So Pippin, which came out, I think it was in the 90s, I think like 96 or something.
right.
It was a console, so this is like out when it was like PlayStation and the Nintendo 64.
Oh, so it was
Wow.
competing with the big boys.
And it's a console made by Apple.
It was?
Yeah, it's a console made by Apple. Why
Why am I only hearing about this now?
Well, the reason why is because so it was no,
Go die!
stop it,
Stop dying!
stop
You are death incarnate.
hurting me with blood fire.
Blood fire.
Shut
No!
macaroni. Ugh. For some reason, I've lost my big strong attack since we started the game up again. And
Maybe you
that's,
need to
is that
build-
okay? I now have it. Ooh.
Don't know. I want a top with those symbols on. I love those kind of symbols.
So the Pippin, yeah, it was like so in the 90s, and the reason you didn't really hear about it was supposed to be quite high spec,
right.
but it had like hardly any games on it. It was trying to be more of a computer than a console.
Right.
And bearing in mind the time of it, so at that time I think like PlayStations and that were like £200 or something to buy in the UK, about £200, and the Pippin was £600 to buy.
£600?
Yeah, it was like between £500 and £600, and simply they reckon simply because the lack of games and the cost of it, it just never went anywhere.
So,
But that was Apple's console, which they released in the 90s to compete with PlayStation, Nintendo.
wow. So if that had taken off, like, that would have taken over, like, other consoles or something then. But obviously it didn't.
No, it didn't. Just too much money. The tech was too high for what it was trying to be, and because of that, the cost was too high.
Well, I can kind of appreciate them putting in the effort of the tech. I mean, I've never seen this. I've never heard of anybody playing on
It's
it.
a weird-looking machine as well. It's very
Is it?
strange.
Well,
I'll throw a picture
We'll
up.
throw a picture of it up somewhere. Wow, look at that machine.
Whoa! Look at it! Whoa!
I appreciate that people like Apple like went into that obviously to, I don't know, be like, oh, we're gonna bring out a high spec console, but it's no good if there's hardly any gameware and stuff on it.
Right.
It's so expensive.
Yeah, it was just a major flop, and that's why no one's heard of it. It was just a major
Pippin?
flop. Yeah, Pippin.
Did they call it the Pippin because like an apple pip?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Was it an apple pip?
I haven't looked into
Is
it
it like
that
an apple
much.
core sort of thing? Because obviously they're
No,
apple.
it just looks like a generic box with like weird sort of curved controllers.
Strange. Okay. No, I didn't know that.
The Pippin.
Interesting facts. Pippin.
If anyone has a Pippin,
Yeah, if anybody has
if
a
anyone,
Pippin.
because they obviously some did sell, so they were out there.
No,
There
I
will be
never heard
Pippins.
that. And I was born in 1991. So
Yeah, no, when that came out, I was playing games. I played, I was playing the Sega Mega Drive and
yeah, I mean,
Nintendo.
well, obviously Sega and all that. So I suppose my mum wouldn't have even taken a glance of it if it was like back then, like 500 or something pounds. 'Cause that's ridiculous money. for
Yeah,
back-
so yeah, I mean, back then, that would be like now it'd be over
much.
1,000. It'd be
yeah, like well over
1,300, 1,000 something like that. So there's a
Yeah.
lot,
with inflation and whatnot.
a lot for a console,
That's a lot for a console.
which had like hardly any games or anything.
No, that's not really good marketing. Obviously, they haven't done anything since, have they? I mean, obviously they've got,
Well,
computers,
Apple
laptops.
don't do good games. They just don't.
They're not really into
they
the
got all
gaming.
the App Store and all the games on there, and it's
Yeah.
just gotcha games and cash grab'ems.
Yeah, like they probably
They know how to make money, basically.
if you say they probably have any genre of games, it would definitely be like phone games.
Yeah.
Like that's what it would be.
I've been sucked in more times than I'd like to.
Everyone's been sucked in by phone games. It's like, oh, I need to grow my carrots in the field. I'll pay real money for this.
There was a game called Kingdom Age, I think it was called, or Kingdom something.
I think you told me about this, but go on, yeah.
quite old now. It's probably still in the App Store. And that was the biggest cash grab ever. And of course, I managed to wean myself into one of like the top 5 clans in the world.
Oh yeah, they had clans, didn't they?
And of course, you have to like fight and raid against each other, and to like get the most out of it, you have to spend gems to like replenish your energy faster. And some of these top people were spending like hundreds, maybe thousands, like per raid battle.
So much. But then again, Pokemon Go, that's like one of their apparently biggest earning things now, because I'm guilty of it. I play Pokemon Go. I'm a huge Pokemon fan. So obviously I want to buy the egg incubators and get all my eggs hatched and stuff like that. And of course, it's easy to be like, oh, I'll just pay £3 here or £4 here. But it quickly adds up, and that's where they make their money.
Yeah, sure.
As everybody's doing the same thing, then that's where all the money comes into it.
Also, life hack for those games. I know Pokemon's one of them. If you look at the cost on the App Store, so you always have like the cheapest option, don't you? Then it's like the £3 option, the £5 option.
Yeah.
I discovered on Pokemon Go especially that the cheap option, you got more, what is it? Is it gem? No, it's not gems. What is it?
Coins.
Coins. So you actually got more coins if you paid for the cheaper option like 5 times than if you bought like the £5 option once. Yeah,
I
like
think I did that anyway, but that's...
yeah. So like if you want to buy like the £5 option, don't do it. Buy like the cheaper one, like 5 times whatever it is, and you'll spend less and get more coins.
Oh, there you go. Interesting
Life
life hack Pokemon Go.
I'm sure other games do the same, because like I know the App Store has to like set certain price limits for things. So like the games themselves don't even necessarily set the prices. Like Apple do it with them as well.
Pokemon, if you want to sponsor us.
We'll stop shitting
free.
on your game.
Game free? No, I'm not shitting. I mean, I understand the frustrations that other Pokemon fans have gone through. I nearly gave up on the genre myself. call it a genre. It's its own genre at this point.
Pokemon's a genre.
Pokemon is a genre. It will never die.
Ow. Oh.
Which, by the way, these guys remind me of Litwicks.
Oh, yeah, little candle Pokemon.
Yeah, the candle Pokemon. But yes, no. It did get very samey. People were just like, oh, it's the same game over and over again. They have just different Pokemon, but that's what appealed to me. I liked learning all the new Pokemon. So from my childhood to college years, I would rather learn Pokemon names and types and their weaknesses and strengths rather than learning maths.
Didn't like a big part of you learning to read was through Pokemon, wasn't it?
Yes, a huge part of me actually learning to read because I'm massively dyslexic. Not that you can tell.
That's what lunch was doing.
What? Which, by the way, the word dyslexia is horrible. Oh.
This stupid game! Oh! God!
You okay?
Dyslexia?
It's like, you were saying? Too busy rambling, I didn't even notice your life was down. Oh, oof, straight into the paperwork.
This is not the easiest game.
Oh,
Nice to see you again, boss. Harriet reminded me to stay at your side because you're having burnout, and she told me it can be really difficult.
Why is she talking about me?
Maybe even dangerous. Anyway, I can give you a hand making it if you want. I've taken cooking classes.
oh, that's so sweet.
Thanks.
So,
Sorry
don't
for
worry,
shouting.
whatever burnout is, I love challenging new recipes. I'll help.
I'll show you what burnout is. Wait, so how are you helping me?
I don't know. She's gonna cook for you? I'm not sure.
It sounded like it. Come on, book. I'm not sure what this book does either. It follows me.
But yeah, no, dyslexia is a horrible word for someone who can't spell. We already know that.
Yeah, it's
Just
quite
look how
cruel.
it's spelt. Horrible. But no, yeah, so I struggled learning to read and everything. And yeah, like I was given this magical thing called a Game Boy. And I even got a Game Boy Color because I was spoiled. And yeah. Game Boy Color was the shit. And I had Pokemon, and of course it had text all the time, and I had to like read stuff to get by in the game to know what I was doing. I kept going to my mum going, what does this say? Like a little imbecile that I was. And she was like, well, I don't want to keep sitting here and reading it because this is nonsense to me. I don't even know what the hell is a Charmander. I don't understand any of this. And then yeah, I had to learn to read so I could play the game. So
Yeah, no,
that's
it's
my
good.
life story.
It's good, but like, yeah, what games can actually teach people. You have to have an interest in something to learn from it.
Well, I had no interest in maths.
No. I mean, I failed terribly at school, as I've mentioned before.
Yeah, you weren't very smart, were you?
I mean, define smart. Okay, I was rubbish at school.
When I say smart, I mean it in the academic sense, because there's different ways of being smart. You don't just have to do well at school to be smart.
Because I mean, so you could argue, okay, I didn't do well at school, so I'm not smart, and yet I have a diploma. I've trained up in PTing, and I can now do video editing,
Yep.
which I've been obviously learning to do due to YouTube.
Well, you're a very skilled joiner as well.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what the diploma
that's what your
was in.
diploma's in.
So you got to find what you enjoy, and then you'll learn. Then you'll want to learn.
I'm just artistic. Art was my best subject in school.
Aw.
Everything else was just low tier. Oh, you're in the bottom classes? Okay, we'll go sit with the other stupid children at the back of the room.
You're not stupid children.
I
child
was.
person.
Stupid children. Like, it was actually quite, I didn't notice how humiliating it was. But, like, when I look back on it, I'm like, wow, that was quite cruel. So when you went in for your exams at the end of, well, obviously when you were taking all your GCSEs, they would filter all the low grade children, like the stupid classes, at like the end of the hallway, and it would get gradually like higher tier as it went up. So all my friends were quite intelligent. So I saw like none of them in mine. They're all like the other side of the assembly hall sort of thing, and I was at the end. And I remember like looking through going, I'm surrounded by all the people that don't want to learn.
Oh, no.
And they're all just like kicking each other in the back of the chair and giggling and laughing. I was like, oh. And all my friends were down there practically playing classical music. You know, da, 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 da. You know, they've got quill pens. They've got beautifully iron printed uniforms. There's all like the rough lot down the other end with their ties all like loose and short and stuff, because that was the style, and like slouching in the chairs going, yeah.
And you were one of them. You were one of them. You joined them.
Wasn't cool though. I was just stupid.
You're cool, man. Oh, that's it.
What was that?
That's that saber, whatever.
Saber? Saber flavor?
That's my powerful.
You're practically a Jedi. Oh, I'd love a purple lightsaber. Can you remember the lightsabers we saw at the Comic-Con? Comic-Con, they had these custom ridiculous amounts of money, but the inner geek in me was just like, buy the lightsaber, because they were like, oh, you can have whatever custom color you want and handle and this. They had so many different options, but I think it was like easily £100 and something.
Yeah,
you could have this custom lightsaber made. I think it even had like the sound effect where you whoom, whoom.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, it was all singing, all dancing.
Yeah, all the bells and whistles on that lightsaber.
All the whistling bells.
All the whistling bells attached to that lightsaber. But no, it was. I did want to buy one.
Yeah. Oh, I like that.
That is a cool
like
lightsaber.
that.
I would have a purple lightsaber. I would choose purple.
What? Is that purple? Is it?
Yeah.
Excuse
Does that
my.
look pink to you?
No, it looks blue to me.
It looks blue.
Yeah.
Do it again. Yeah, that's purple.
Oh, it's so powerful.
Then again, you are colorblind, so that it's probably because like I don't know if you can see, but on the screen it's like slightly like greenish grey tones everywhere, so that might be mixing with the color of the lightsaber to make it like blue for you.
Yeah, maybe. I can't remember. My color blindness is Tritosummer. I can't remember the name of it.
Try to. Hold on.
Tritonic.
Try hard.
I can't.
Try to. Blah, blah, blah. Hold on. Google.
Goggle. Goggle us.
Let me goggle it.
What's that?
Types.
Oh, there's a thing. What's that?
What?
I got a thing. Oh.
Types of.
There's like three main types, but then there's like subtypes of all those.
Okay, we got normal vision. Oh. I don't know if I can say that. Normal vision, Proto-Tanpodia.
It's okay, you don't have to try and say it.
No, I will do it. And then we've got
That's the one.
Tritanopodia.
That's the one, yeah.
The other one looks ridiculous. It's EU to
What?
Oh, these words are horrible to a dyslexic. I do not like this. Types of colorblind.
I'm getting good. I'm getting good at this.
Yeah, so your one, the tie to whatever.
Tie to ride to
Tie to ride to that one is all like your eyes are fucked. No.
Yeah, thanks.
Makes you unable to tell the difference between blue and green, purple and red, yellow and pink. It also makes colours look less bright. Oh no. Do they look less bright?
Are you finally realising how shit I see the world?
You have told me that you've mixed up in your job. You've mixed up different types of wood that you're not supposed to be working with.
Yeah, like I was supposed to make a cabinet out of maple once. I confused it for very expensive oak, English oak. Yeah, that was a big mistake.
That was a big boo-boo on your part.
Because
you couldn't see the colour difference.
Yeah, there's like what like. I mean, the maple's the maple's lighter, but I just couldn't see the difference really.
Well, your dad knew that you were colourblind. He still went, go on, choose the wood that
Choose
we
the
need.
wood.
Don't get it wrong. And you were like, okay.
Oh, so I want to sell that. Figuring this all out now. Shop. Perhaps you got to try it. What have I got to try? Oh, what's this? Prismium. Okay, so these, you collect these and you can then upgrade the shop with them.
Okay.
Coffee.
Oh, you mean coffee? I still love coffee.
Pure heal for 50. I'm gonna buy that because I'm weak. I'm weak and defenseless.
Weak and defenseless.
I want to win. Going to win. Brad. All right, let's do this, guys. I got full health. I got a sick weapon.
Brad, you cad.
Brad, you Chad.
All right.
You ain't so bad.
Keep your coffee close.
And your Brad's even closer.
Come on, Brad. We'll take you on. Playing with a...
Right, Halloween special finale. Let's do this.
Yeah, let's do this.
Subdue the Parago, subdue the stars, subdue the Goku.
I'm not right in the head, but hey, you know you're a compulsive liar.
I might be a thief, but I'm not a liar.
Does he even know that's his boss?
I don't know.
Oh,
Whoa.
he hits quite hard.
He does hit hard.
Oh no.
Ow, ow.
Oh no.
Ow, ow, ow.
Oh
ow.
no.
No, Brad.
No, Brad. Oh, this isn't good.
That was me doing that attack, but I'm still hurt.
Can you heal at all?
No, I got a little bit.
No. Wow, you're not doing well.
Oh, just notice how much health he's got.
Oh.
Jeez.
Wow. This.
Oh, it's not fair.
Oh God.
Come on. Come on, guys. Come on.
Oh no.
Oh.
That's not good. You're.
No!
Oh.
Stupid game! Oh! Thanks for joining us. We hope you have a brilliant Halloween.
Yes, we hope you have a wonderful Halloween. I mean, try again or no? I give me the very scathing.
Cut to Brad one more time.
Yeah.
Puppy break! Puppy break. We need a puppy break, don't we? Yeah. Yay. Oh, you're tired. You're tired, puppy.
They say some different stuff every time you come back, which is quite cool. Because I've already anticipated that people will die a lot during this gameplay.
So this is try 37. No,
Take
but
46.
This is like my fifth try at this. This is a tricky game. It's a difficult game.
This is a hard game. It's a hard game.
From what I was reading, you do sort of have to play through it a few times, like upgrade your stuff, get better, that sort of thing. I promise I'm a good gamer.
Death is a natural part of this game, which is quite ironic. They're just like, oh yeah, you're gonna die quite a few times while playing it. So it's quite tricky, seeing as we keep dying at the first boss.
But I'm gonna focus on this one, and
He's gonna focus.
hopefully we can end this on a good note.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed, guys. Let's go.
Let's do this. Come on, Brad. You're going down. All right. So I'll play cheerleader for you. Just don't get hit. Don't get hit. That's not gonna help, is it?
Nope.
Yeah. No, it's like you've been getting a little bit frustrated. It's fine. This is an easy game. I know I couldn't do this. Mostly because I just get angry. Oh, don't let him get you into a corner. Have you got like lots of long range that you can just throw at him and like keep your distance?
Only that.
Oh my
fireball.
god, look at his health. Oh. I mean, you're doing great. I'm trying to think of something positive to say. This is tough. I mean, fun game, but expect a lot of trial and error and going back over levels and gaining more gold and repeatedly dying. It's fine. It's fine. You know, this is a part of death. I mean, there is no reset button for most people, so this is the things we take for granted.
Oh, someone just killed me from the floor! Oh, God!
You did really well, though. You okay?
Some rocks flew up from the floor, so that was further than I got before because that hadn't happened yet. But some rocks flew up from the floor.
You okay, Puffball? My little sugar plum. You want some ice cream? You want ice cream? We want ice cream.
It is a fun game. It is a fun game. Obviously, I wanted to beat it, show you guys what happened at the end. So unfortunately, I couldn't. I think you just got to play through it a few times, upgrade stuff. There's like these prisms you collect to upgrade more stuff in the shop, so you can then get better weapons. And
yeah,
it's luck what you get, like the curses you get. Like those curses I had at the end, they weren't brilliant. That big saber sword thing, that was the best thing I've had so far. The Behemoth or something it was called.
Behemoth, yeah.
So that was brilliant. So part of it's luck, part of it's skill, I guess, and part of it is just going through, getting all those ingots, and just rinsing the game until you're good enough to beat that guy again. And that's the first boss.
That's the first boss.
First boss. But early access, it is a fun game. If you don't get annoyed.
And of course, the artwork is adorable.
The artwork is lovely. As far as we could tell, there was no glitches or bugs. They said could happen. Obviously, that was only the start of the game, so there might be things further down the line. But go check it out. It's a good game. It's on Steam. It's like £8 or something.
Yeah, it's not expensive.
Definitely go check it out. But saying that, we are going to sign off now.
Yes.
We hope you have a brilliant Halloween. And
have a lovely Halloween.
Everyone dressing up as sexy aubergines or whatever you're going as these days.
Sexy aubergines. Okay.
But for now, we're signing off, and we will see you all in the next quest.
Yes.
Bye-bye.